Welcome back to our Reptilian Kingdoms Saurian Warlord SOVL run. I think where we just left off, yes, we just beat the Act 1 boss. We're going to roll our way through Act 2. I believe, as you may recall, we decided on the bottom path, as despite the what looks like a bunch of random events, it actually turns out quite appealing versus going up there, you get the elites and kind of get to our desired campsite. So let's remind ourselves, get 2 units of Raptor Riders, the Warlord, a block of Saurian Warriors, a Jungle Swarm, and Mighty Stomper, which is a pretty nice name as it is. Yeah, which bizarrely, unlike any other unit I've ever done, has actually got a point of discipline, because that's the only way the Stomper can be directed off the field. But I think, yes, both our Raptors have Salamander aspect now, so they're going to regen. Don't have it in the Slither Swarm yet. Once we get it on this, that you're going to see how powerful it is, because having 5 wounds and regeneration means you pretty much never lose a guy. Well, a guy. It's not exactly. Pretty much never lose 1 mass of snakes out of the 3 masses of snakes. The Elf Garrison, they're going fast. This is a shooting heavy army, so what we probably want to do is have the regenerating guys in front, especially the Triceratops. It basically just nullifies all ranged output. You can tank it all forever. Here, you'll want the Raptor Riders to kind of do this, so they can get some cheeky flanks. And I don't know, you lot just stand in the middle, look pretty or something. Yeah, so these have the bolt throw shooting into this would be fantastic, because they'll never do anything. Oh no, they hit me. I mean, even saving on 3 is incredible. So they do 2 wounds per damage, which is nice, and they get 3 shots. So in theory, if they all hit me and they all went through, they could kill me. But mathematically, it's just not a thing. So I'm happy to just start stomping my way up here. I'll probably just skip that one and go for that one. Justification being that it'd be nice to get into their fight, or maybe even ignore them both entirely and just go for the other ones. I'm going to hit the Weapon Masters because these are completely irrelevant. Oh, they're annoyingly shooting at that one unit I didn't want to shoot at. Yes, we got away with it. We took 1 wound, which is actually 0 wounds. Look at that. But we do have to be careful now because obviously we've taken the damage. So what we want to happen is we'd rather they shoot the next unit of bows, which is this one. The City Guards have both spears and bows. We want them to shoot at something else, so I regenerate that one. So to do that, we should probably give them some bait. I think could 15 shots. I get about 7 hits, and I get 5 to save. They probably won't kill a Jungle Swarm unit, so you can use that to chin one. No, I can't even get too far back. So okay, let's go forward with. These units are never going to advance, so we might as well just send this forward now. I get to charge. I can get to charge range this turn. It will be a front charge. I can't. There's no way I can get. Well, we'll give it a go. See if I can get tight enough to the wall. Front charge this. Nope. You're gonna have to go like pretty much straight forward. Yeah, it's maxed out there, and then twist. Okay, you can't go that far. No, you didn't get there this time, so you're gonna have to twist at least a little bit. Bear with me while I kind of game this out. See if I can't be a bit cheeky with this. Okay, I'm in range. I think I've managed it. I can see them. I'm just gonna do a tiny bit more just in case that ends up screwing me because it somehow doesn't count as being in range or something. All the way forward like that. Is that good enough? That's surely good enough, and I can definitely see them. Okay, we'll take it. We managed it. They'll shoot me, of course, in recompense, but what am I going to do? I got away with it. I got very lucky. So they did exactly 1 wound to both of these, which does nothing. I'm going to hope that this shoots this, because that'd be fantastic for me. Other units, that one will spring forward. How do I want to deal with that? It'll be a bit of a hassle. I'll probably have the Triceratops. Maybe I can send this unit. You don't want to send them at these because they do 2 wounds in 1 hit, so they'll just. Your regen doesn't matter if they just instant kill a guy. So I don't know, just kind of chill out and wait for these to come forward. Ideally in such a way that they can't target you with ranged fire. Maybe like that. Don't get stuck on the wall for no reason. Okay, they're shooting at the great target, so unless I fail, even if I failed all of them, I'm still fine. Oh no, I took 4 wounds. How catastrophic. However will I recover? And here we just start plodding forward. Plod, plod, plod. Doesn't matter, and then you'll eventually get into the game, I suppose. Our one miraculous charge. No one else is going to be anywhere near for a bit. Yep. Well, they hit me every time. And they do nothing. Great, so now the next one can't kill me. Good start. Right, what we probably want to do... Can I reach that annoying other archer unit with... No, I can't reach it, I'm afraid. Unfortunate. So yeah, I can't do any better. It's just twisting and going straight forward isn't going to get me there. No, it doesn't quite... Oh, that's as close as I can't quite manage it. I'm just going to go backwards just a touch. Give myself a choice of either killing that or that. The alternative, of course, is I do this. And get to the... Or at least try and get to the rear of the side of this one. Because then at least I'll be facing that way, charge and kill through into these. I think it's a waste. I'm honestly happy just to ignore them perpetually. They're just strategically irrelevant. Like that. Shoot some, I don't know, just a few extra shots coming our way is nice, I guess. So that's pretty optimistic, doing any range damage with this thing. They shoot at a good target, I'd rather they shot of that. Yeah, I'm going to lose some. Unfortunate. Okay, here, we're only engaged with one, where the unit's power 4 will go up to 5, and they're 4, so adding a power for them is irrelevant. So what we can do is we can Hex of Ruin it, and that would drop them to 1, so everyone just slaughters them. And then we can go straight into them after that. That's a good idea. So we can get rid of both immediately. And then here, okay. So you would hope that they'd kind of come forward. So let's buy a turn by getting you basically out of the way. There you go, now we can force this to move and do something. So we'll just get you out of the way. Surely you have enough movement to... Yeah, you can get a nice flank there, no problem. So that's that unit dealt with. That will be dealt with, you would presume. And then, I don't know, you just chill out there because they're the one thing that can actually bother you. So I guess I should have sent the Triceratops into one of those two and just start cleaning them up because there's not really much point doing anything else. You just hang around here on the presumption that this may still be here after this fight because it's not the strongest hitting unit we necessarily have. Yeah, so it's 3s re-rolling. So okay, re-roll into nothing, great, and then 6s because I've made them defense 1 to basically turn their armor into tissue paper. 6s, yeah. They're not going to do a whole lot back. Yeah, nothing. I think it's going to be it would be a side charge into this one as well. So they're gone, and then you're next. They might, I think they can counter charge us just, which is a bit annoying, but oh well. I could front charge them, which is funny. No, because they're a range unit, technically the AI isn't going to take a counter, which is its own damn fault, really, because that would obviously be the better solution than taking a hit in the side. Plonk, yeah, great. Okay, so theoretically the next one could kill me if it rolls perfectly. Again, I'm happy just to waste some turns and see how anyone else moves. Oh, it hits every time, it might do it. No, we're fine. Why don't someone tell me in the comments how many wounds the Triceratops have taken in this fight alone? Just endlessly soaking them and being fine. Again, we'll Hex a Ruin to basically turn that unit off. Everything else is fine. I'm just going to have you might as well kill one of these. Good shots, guys. Very impressive. Here, you wait there, so if they happen to turn and survive, you can deal with it. That's it. We've pretty much got them. 3s re-rolling. Hey, full house. And then 6s. He just kills all 4 of them. Brutal. Unit hits about average. And then still, skill 3 is a bit unfortunate. So they've only done 1 hit, so even if I fail a save, I've effectively taken no damage, so I'm fine. And over here, this is the one they might theoretically survive because I have very poor damage output. Although, if I used Warcry this turn instead, I could have get the damage up. Okay, that's great. You failed both. Yeah, they're going to hold. I thought so. They're pretty good. So I'm going to send the Raptors in and finish them off. We'll probably lose a couple more Saurian Warriors. Can I not? Are you serious? Why not? Are you telling me... I think I know what's happened. Because their unit is fractionally smaller than mine, I'm not allowed... I'd have to line up in here. The consequence of which is that it won't let me because I can't fit. So I'm not... I'm not going to lie, that's pretty stupid. Okay, I guess I'm not taking that charge. You can just kill that. If I knew that was going to happen, I would have brought the Triceratops around, but okay, apparently not. These are all just going to run away. Sure, I guess. I should probably charge one into the back here. The justification being is that it means that annoying bolt thrower there can't shoot me. There's nothing else I can do, so that's it. Yeah, now he's got no target, which is good. I don't really know what to do about this. Can I get, like, squeeze my way over to a rear charge somehow? No, there's no way I can get there. And it's going to take me forever to go all the way around, so I can't really do anything, I'm afraid. I'm just going to have to assume eventually they'll lose combat and run, and then I'll take the side charge. Here, yeah, sure. Well, just, what am I saving it for? You slowly but surely make your way into the game. Fine damage. They're going to reroll all hits because they're cheeky elves and quite good at fighting. I've got good saves though. I don't take much, so very resilient but not much damage output. But we still manage it in the end. Good stuff. And then here, stomp, 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 stomp. Take 3 wounds. You do effectively 0 damage no matter what you do. The roll is kind of farcical. And then here, this is just us being a bit rude and using them as living cover. And they're gone as well. It still says they're wavering, but okay. They were out. I'm happy for either outcome. So Tlar Grax bashed enough poor fools' heads in to gain a level. How fitting. We don't really care about the discipline or wounds, is fine. So yeah, just kill more things. Perfectly happy with that. And then the warriors leveled as well. Right, slightly faster and move for difficult terrain, which is it's not really what they're for. Against enemies, we roll 6s. That's kind of nice. Yeah, just make them a bit more potent. Okay, healing and gold wise. So that's the golden raptors are the one that's accompanying the character, so they're honestly fine as they are because he'll do the damage they need. So your gold, I'd probably take the heal on them. That's a bit low. The riders are obviously fine. The Triceratops are always heal. We could go up to 4. Which I think is quite nice because it makes it that it's a genuinely potent unit that can threaten pretty much anything. A little bit unwieldy at that size, of course, but it's fine. Getting the random event. That's unfortunate. I was hoping... Okay, I'm not going to take the... So, for versatility and actually being... It's actually a really useful unit. You would... If you were min-maxing, you would probably take it, but that's not a dinosaur. It's covered in feathers. No, I don't think any of the dinosaurs should have their feathers on them. They were cooler with scales. I don't care if it's accurate or not. So we'll just leave that where it is. Right here, you're out of the way. Well, okay, so they're going to come... There's going to be a whole load of them there. They're going to come piling that way, so I might just get in their way with the Triceratops. And then we could do some cheeky flanking over here. It's a bit awkward to fit you, isn't it? But that'll do. Yeah, so we'll just have the dogs will just bounce off of this. Really, we would probably have preferred he actually come over there, but fine. We have no ranged output, not that we would particularly care, so let's just skip a bunch of turns. I'm okay with that. Yeah, we'll just go with the plan. We'll have you walk forward and kill them. You see them. The reason I'm twisting this much is because I would like to... I think when combats are joined, what ends up happening is they'll kind of take a middle ground between the two, so they'll come to me and I'll come to them, so rather than me facing directly that way, I'll be facing sort of like this to help me get future charges. At least in theory. I'll see how it actually pans out. Right, direwolves could probably do a bit of damage. I can't really stop them. I'd like Triceratops to fight that one would have been ideal, but never mind. You could probably get one flank at least. It's a question of what happens with him. So if he comes forward, I might try this. So we'll just have you kind of ready to maybe squeeze a flank here. So we'll get quite as far forward as we can. Twist to the side so I can still see them if I have to, and then maybe catch someone there. That's just a placeholder unit. We don't care about that, so I'll just waste time with one of my own. I'll move that forward, which is fine. Right, okay. Again, I'm happy to waste time to force him to move and see what I can do. I can get a side charge, okay. So I'll get one at least. Problem becomes what I do about you. Right, try and think about this long term. So we could get a double flank on this and kill the Dread Knight in effectively one turn. The downside would be that you'll end up getting recharged by the White Guard after, which is going to be a bit grim. That you could alternatively just charge the White Guard, take this charge here so he can't intercept me, and then the wolf just gets stuck. Depends who goes first. If I charge first, then I get to select this one, and because I think I'm closer, they won't be able to intercept, and then the wolf will have no target, effectively. They might just charge into the Jungle Swarm, which is fine, I guess, whatever. The Jungle Swarm will win quite comfortably. So you'll take that. I could send you into there, and then presumably you into there. I think that's okay. So I'll have you come up here and deal with that one. If they go first, then they may charge me, at which point I'm going to have to suck that one up. So let's be a bit clever then. Let's position myself such that I can charge either or. Give myself the option there. So it's definitely a rear and it's definitely a rear, and I'll just take whatever is most convenient for me. Okay, so they went first, but they made a bad choice. I think, is that further? I think that's closer. So I think if I do this, they were closer. Okay, so that was technically a closer unit, so I can't stop them. Fair enough, worth a try. That would be pretty catastrophic because I can't really do any damage to them, so I'm going to have to take this. You can take your counter and just kill them, no problem. Yeah. And I guess I'll have the Jungle Swarm start to apprehend these. Well, he might have difficult time actually reaching that one, annoyingly. That's kind of... Well, hopefully that unit breaks and runs and then they just foolishly charge into me, which would be convenient. If not, I'm happy to come forward here. That. They're going that way. Okay. Right, other units. So we've got choosing an ability. So either we can make the defense of this unit terrible and chew through them instantly, or increase power everywhere. So your defense 3, you'll be 4 up to 5. So becoming 6 would matter. It would change the threshold here. It would matter here because the unit would go from 5 to 6, which gets over 5, so that's relevant. And then here, honestly, who cares? I mean, power 5, which is actually 6, and the defense. Okay, so it makes no difference there. So you can help both units here, or just the one. Honestly speaking, they... Oh no, they have Banner of Fury. Completely irrelevant. They'll go up to 6 anyway. So good. Okay, we're definitely just going to Hex of Ruin this, get them to 2, so we can chew through them brutally. They did the most annoying thing, which I kind of saw coming. I'm not going to be able to get there this turn to stop it because of this. Wait, even if the wood wasn't there, let's be honest, I wouldn't... Well... Yeah, I wouldn't be able to catch them regardless, so... Fine, I'm going to have to help them next turn. Okay, the dogs do... Not enough to kill me, so irrelevant. They'll probably win the combat, annoyingly. So they're not going to run away. Don't roll an 11. There you go. We've made it discipline quite high there. And over here. So probably going to lose some here. I don't expect a whole lot from the dogs in return. Pretty easy. And then here. The character is going to do the real damage. So all 5, good. And then... Oh, he kills... Oh, he kills 1 per shot because he does double wounds. He slaughtered the whole unit single-handedly. That's outrageous. That's the raptor aspect that he has on him. I forgot about that. 13 combat res. Ouch, because it counts all the individual wounds. Okay. That's the fastest I've ever seen one of those units go for. That's great. That's perfect. I love the fact you're charging into them. And then everything else is you're just going to get... unfortunate, I can't stop them. Yeah, you're going to get recharged. Fine. Can't stop it. Me first? Okay. Right. So again, you can either power up everything, which wouldn't really matter anywhere. I don't think. Well, he's power 5. It would I think the only unit here that... I think the character still gets to fight backwards, so he'd still get his attacks. Which means we might even win the combat, I'll see, but I don't know that's for guaranteed, so I won't bother. You having more power would help. So yeah, let's... I was going to say let's Warcry this turn, because I think we'll just win every other turn pretty easily, so yeah, we'll just help both of these out with Warcry. It also means I can see where they're going to move, so I can kind of game this out, which is nice. Can I catch them with these woods in the way? No, they are the worst position bit of terrain I've ever seen. But I can just wait a bit, so I'm just going to ignore this effectively. Come over here. If that's still fighting, great, I can send them in, and then these can catch them later. That. And then you, I'm hoping to come around this side. I'm hoping you can easily get there. Yep. Yep, side charge. We'll definitely be allowed to fit this. I can even reach them if I wanted. Here we go, how much damage are you going to take? Pretty much none from the front because their power dropped. Squish, and then yeah, so this is the one that's going to hurt though. They hit kind of fine, and it's 3s instead of 2s. They'll win because damage and flanks, whatever, but as long as I don't roll on 11, yeah. There's only, on rolling 2 dice, there's only 3 outcomes out of 36 where you're on 11 or 12, so I don't know, something like a 3 of 36, like 90% chance of holding on. Probably be fine in most instances. We lost by 1, unfortunate. We're fine. Turn and kill them. The White Guard are actually quietly the scariest thing they have in this entire army because of how durable they are. And the fact they'll never run away, just to be annoying about it. Do I take this or do I just leave it? I'm inclined to just leave it now because they'll do so little back because everything is saving on 2s, so they'll probably bounce off. So again, I'm happy just to have you tank forever and instead focus on surrounding this one. Comes forward, fine, so forward you come. I don't know if that counts as that might be a rear, but I'm confident it is, yeah. Good. And then I'm not going to be able to get to the side here, annoyingly, so I can either wait for them to turn and do a front charge, or here we're definitely going to Hex of Ruin this one, to make it so we can just clean through it this turn. Okay, I'm not expecting a lot of damage here. Yeah, I squished the last 2, so I can now turn and face these. And then 2s. Okay. They still won because I rolled double 1. Great. Okay. Over here, he's going to hit every time. And yeah, they rolled 1-6. The unit does a lot of annoyingly. They're doing just enough to pinch a guy. Although the Salamander is regenerating us a little bit, so it's actually not as bad as it otherwise would be. Tough unit, White Guard. Not to be underestimated. Yeah, so yeah, no thank you. Do I send them into the front? They'll have better skill, so they'll get 10 attacks, about 6.6 recurring hits on average, and then they'll be power 4 versus defense 5, so you get 3s rerolling 1s. I might take a bit of damage here or there. Is that better or worse than allowing them to turn and start hitting these guys next? Because they won't break them, they'll then turn around and hit my poor jungle swarm. So it'll be assume about 10 attacks into the jungle swarm, so again 6.66 hits. I'll only have 5s to save, so I'll take 4.44 wounds and could theoretically hold on, but then I'll lose the next guy next turn anyway. So I think I'd rather just do this. Losing 1 or 2 of these is less of a hassle than losing a whole swarm base. Nothing else I can do, so straight into fights. Get no 1s, and yeah, finally win a combat. Oh, double 1. Insanely brave direwolves. Again, my hero. Just choose through them. Ah, double 2. That's unfortunate. We still lose an extra guy. There you go. We got through them all. And this one, let's see how many Saurian Warriors I lose. Ouch, yeah, they do great damage though. With all the upgrades, they've finally gotten to a point where they can really hit. I lose none because of the rerolls. Call blimey. They're not a great hit roll from these, but then you wouldn't expect it to. They're not amazing damage dealer, the swarm. Apparently that's enough for them to keep fighting, so they have an extra chance to do some wounds. I'm just going to hammer the spacebar and skip everything. There's not really any point. I'll run away this turn. Just hold space down. Oh no, my Triceratops wins. Still there. Determined to the end, little direwolves. Yeah, I assumed I would finally lose one there. That's fine. No damage from the snakes. But they didn't charge or anything, so it's not surprising. Okay, so yeah, that wrap, they're going to need some help. Okay, the easy ones are these, which is just gold. So this is the one with our friend, so that's an easy heal. I was hoping for +2, but never mind. It really, at this point, they're just carrying around him, so they can just get away with it. 10 is fine. And then here, do you think you can get away with 4? I don't remember if there's an elite after this or a regular fight. I think it might be an elite, but I'm willing to risk it. Let's just go for the cash. Actually, it will be a regular fight. Good, so I have time to kind of wind up. Yeah, go into the shop. 490, good amount of gold. See what we can do. Another unit of Raptor Riders. Okay, kind of get a themed build here. We're not taking the newts, that would be silly. The spearmen are kind of, who cares? Yeah, I'm definitely taking these. Okay, we'll take those. Good. Next unit of Raptors. Can't do anything with them yet. So now upgrades with 135. Give him another power, which might be redundant at this point, given how much he has. Cruelty, which is they reroll saves, which is really good. I'll almost assuredly be picking that up. If we double check, so before you buy things, you can kind of think about how much power. So we have 5 permanently, and then on the charge we'll get an extra experiment, so we'll go up to 6. I don't recall if we benefit from, because what is it? It's the Golden Raptors. So if we have a look at the Golden Raptors, no, okay, they can't buy them. It was so when you have Banners of Fury on the unit and that increases your power and charge by 1. I don't know if it applies to the character who's with the unit when they charge. I'm going to presume no. So we effectively already go up to 6 without the upgrade. So if I put the upgrade on, it would be 7. 7's not bad. The justification being is that you can get once, if anything, it's defense 4, which is a lot of the better infantry and stuff. You can still smash through them. The counter argument is that we have ways of increasing our power and decreasing the enemy's defense a lot. So it's not going to be that useful. So rather, instead, cruelty reroll, forcing them to reroll successful saves is consistently a lot more useful. So we'll go with that. 85 left, which I think is exactly enough for a Banner of Swiftness and Curse Stand. So Curse Stand is fantastic. It just adds +1 attack. So for just 1 turn, tear through things. It's a great ability to have. And then Swiftness to move faster on the Raptors seems obviously sensible, so we can get them into position. There you go. It was worth me taking the gold on the previous one. We had exactly enough to do what we wanted. There you go. We'll leave that there. Expanding the Raptor numbers. Clever girls ahoy. Nothing but dinosaur men riding dinosaurs. Good stuff. Eventually this will pick up. I'm so looking forward to this having salamander aspect, and then I can show you what it can do, because you can just throw it into units and just be, I don't care, I regenerate forever, I'm fine. And that's it, and we'll leave off there. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you do like and subscribe. It helps out the channel immensely. I personally appreciate it quite a lot. If you have any notes on what you'd like to see in the future or on the run itself, then do drop a comment. I do read them all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.